Okay, welcome everyone. So yes, today before starting the practice, I would like to share with you um, a little concept, a little idea of a way to practice meditation that I find very useful. Um, so it is a brief method that you can try in your own meditation, in your own practice. We'll experiment with it a little bit today during the Qi Gong practice. And this is the idea to observe during the practice the continuity of the experience. So basically, the concept is that when you are meditating, the object of our focus is the fact that we are continuously experiencing, and that in all of this, let's say, length, extension of the experience, we are here. We are part of the experience. We are the receiver of the experience. So this is very interesting method because it doesn't necessarily imply that you have to eliminate everything on the outside. You can still see things on the outside, or you can still see thoughts coming in without being distracted from your presence and from your connection with yourself. You can still be connected with yourself, still while observing and experiencing the experiences. This is also interesting to observe the continuity of the experience, because normally in meditation, this is the difficult part, to maintain the focus. We look for the focus, we get focused, we get distracted straight away, and we're continuously jumping in and out of the focus. So once we start to develop a little bit deeper our meditation practice, our goal is to extend our focus, to make it longer, and to become more comfortable in this state of presence. It's not like I'm present, I'm present, I'm present. Oh, but about this and that and that. Oh no, I'm present, I'm present. This is like sometimes it feels that being present is like holding something that is very difficult to hold, and then you lose it and then you're lost. So this is also an interesting way to extend this time and become more comfortable in presence. And with this method is interesting because even the outside experience becomes something that helps you to remember yourself. Oh, I see an experience. It reminds me of the fact that I am experiencing, and that I am here, and I'm still here experiencing, and I'm still here experiencing, and I'm still receiving, being the center of all this information that is happening around me and even in my own head. So yes, I invite you to give a try to this method. It's pretty nice, pretty useful, and a bit more comfortable than other methods. And then you will let me know next time, maybe, if you have tried it, how you feel with it. So this said, let's go for our usual practice. I'm taking a few moments just to enjoy our breath more fully. And slowly coming back to ourselves. Coming back to ourselves as the subject. coming back to the inner space of our consciousness, of our point of view. And from here, as we were saying before, we make the experiment on focusing, of observing the continuity of the experience. How the experience of our breath is something that extends in time. The continuity of you listening to my voice in every moment, in every letter, in every sound, one after the other. And through the whole experience, you are there. You are always already there as the center that makes every experience possible. As the arm is swinging in every point of its trajectory, of its movement, I am there to experience it. In every physical sensation that I'm experiencing in every moment, I am still there. It doesn't matter where I direct my observation, if I focus on something or if I leave my observation open in a kind of radiant, open observation. Whatever type of experience that I'm having, I can gently maintain myself in the equation. There is another interesting way to practice this. Take a moment to imagine that you are observing the world from behind your eyes. You are inside of this machine, which is the body, let's imagine. And from this machine, you are accessing all the experiencing that is out there. And so there is a subtle difference between when I'm simply observing experiences And when I am maintaining a little awareness in the back of my head about the fact that I am experiencing. It's like there is always something there in the back. The self is always present in the equation. And observing the world from this perspective is kind of different. It's a bit more trippy. Everything feels a bit more intense, clear, sharp. Because I'm aware that I am experiencing this room, this breath. As we slow down with the movement, we try to maintain this attitude. And try to become comfortable in this state. At your own rhythm. If you like, you can begin to move around a little bit. Maybe just a little bit with the hands. Slow and continuous way. Like if you are amazed, if you are in marvel that I am actually in this room. I am actually moving my body in space. As we breathe deeply, we continue to maintain the center, the self. As we perceive, as we move into the space, experience. The self experiencing reality, the self experiencing the body. Moving slowly around. We move in the dense liquid, in the energy that is surrounding us. Our fingers are sensitive and touching Our arms, our hands are touching this space, this density, these sensations. All around my center of consciousness, I am surrounded by sensations. My whole body is swimming. And so, as we often say, the more we highlight the self, the more it opens up. The more we become aware of the fact that we are, of this self that we are. The more it becomes clear, the more everything brightens up, the more everything becomes alive. I invite you to look into this self for its natural state of joy. It's like if the self is very excited to be here, to be present, to exist, to be experiencing. It's like if all this amazing information that we are receiving around us from our senses is the first time we ever experienced it. And it's so amazing. It's like if you were for the first time in a new plane of the universe, in a new level of reality, and everything is so amazing. There is so many possibilities, so much freedom to explore, to experiment. Within this plane of reality. There is so much to be excited for. whatever movement that you are doing, I invite you to continue moving freely, but slow down your breath even more. And even more, exploring the concept, the feeling of being here, of I am inside of this space. And from this state of I am in this space, we can take even one step further, go one step beyond. And put aside for a moment the fact that we are in this space and simply focus on the fact that I am. This becomes the center of our attention, the most interesting thing right now, the thing that we want to explore, the concept that I exist. That this existence is completely outside time and space. Is something that transcends the time and space, the experience. Feels a bit like that I am is something that is eternally true. At least it feels like. It feels that the fact that I am is independent from the fact that I am here now. Inside of the I am, there is a state of limitlessness, of expansion, of atemporality, of a nature, a state of myself that is so big that is difficult to grasp. And so instead of trying to grasp it, We simply allow ourselves to imagine, to fantasize it. To playfully explore the concept, the idea, the possibility that I may be this essence that is beyond space-time. Allowing myself, what if I am infinite? And so breathing deeply, we continue holding on to the sense of existing, of I am. And from here, we can still experience objects inside the time and space. While still being connected to the idea, to the feeling that I am not limited to this time and space. I heard this very interesting image to explain this. Imagine that you are in the Grand Canyon or in an amazing natural location and you receive an SMS and you are answering the SMS. You can be focused, concentrated on answering the SMS, but still you are in the Grand Canyon. Still you know that you are in this huge, amazing, enormous, powerful place. Even while you are answering your SMS. You can still be in this huge, open, incomprehensible, mysterious space that is the I am, while you are experiencing what you are experiencing. And it is a little bit similar to that you may have when you become lucid inside of a dream. You know that everything that you are seeing around you is a dream. And there is a sense of awareness, of vividness. Everything you see around. And sometimes when you are in a lucid dream, maybe you meet somebody and they're like just normal, hanging out, thinking about their own things, doing their own things. And you're like, oh my God, we are here in this amazing lucid dream. And like, inside of his bubble. And so you feel a little bit like an astronaut from another planet. This is why the person who explores the I am is not limited by the space and time. And this gives us an infinite sense of freedom, of nothing bad can truly happen, of awareness, of interest, of presence, of excitement. Sometimes the dream can turn naughty, time be kind and soft. But when we have this window open to our infinite nature, at least at some level, we know that nothing of this can really touch who we are. Cannot really affect our nature. So let's take a few more moments in this space. Collecting energy from this space. From this space, if you like. It's like holding on to, printing in the energy, the feeling of this I am. And gently bringing it down into our center, into the lower dantian. And when you're finished, slowly come back. And breathing deeply. Rooting ourselves, sinking this energy, calming down. Breathing deeply. Simply observing. Relaxing. Observing. Relaxing, sinking down, becoming comfortable. Simply observing. There's nothing to do, nowhere to go. I have no goal. Simply observing. I'm relaxed, I'm free. I'm not attached to any state. I'm simply here. I simply am. From this place, trying to observe, maintaining the observation. I begin to accumulate saliva in my mouth using my tongue, making circles. Observing whatever appears. Gently bringing this energy into your saliva. Imagining it to charge it. And we can swallow it in 3 parts. Oh. Imagining this energy going down to your center. Oh. Oh. And slowly begin to massage the abdomen. And change hand, change direction. observing the feelings, the sensations. I am experiencing. And begin the massage. And with great appreciation for life, for the universe, for the self in its infinite depth and wisdom. With a lot of gratitude, humbly, we close the space of practice.